Hello, I'm Mr. Nelson. I'm one of the machinists in the student machine shop. We're going to be going over your next machine shop experience. We're going to be making the UD bottle opener. This should be a pretty fun project, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Some of the objectives that we're looking for here are going to be reinforce your CAD knowledge and engineering skills. We're going to advance your precision machining skills because we're going to do this on our CNC milling machine, which is computer controlled. So we will be programming it, making sure the program works, and then we will actually use that to cut out your part. We're going to go over some of the things we're going to do here today. You're going to use a lot of the skills that you learned last year to make a 3D model and then print out, have that come out into a drawing so we can use that to program our part. First, you'll be programming it offline so you can get some practice and kind of get a feel for how the software works. Then we'll be going to the machine shop and using a milling machine, and we'll be programming it on the milling machine and then going ahead and producing your part. The bottle opener is going to be machined from aluminum stock, 1.25 by 3.25 by 1/4 inch thick. It's going to only be a 2D design because that's the way these milling machines work. We do have a couple of design constraints here. We want to keep the geometry and the location of the bottle hook the same because it's fairly critical to make sure it works properly. We want to keep the CNC mounting hole geometry and location the same because that will be used to attach it to a fixture so that we can machine the part. You do have some flexible design elements here. You can change the radii of the fillets on the handle. You can change the radii of the fillets on the back edge of the bottle hook. You can change the geometry and location of additional holes on the body of the opener. Okay, this is your basic design here. You'll need to create a solid model of this and create an engineering drawing from the solid model. Now, all your drawings need to be approved by a TA before we manufacture them. You'll get some additional instruction on offline programming so you can practice and make sure that everything's going to work properly. You'll learn how to CNC program your part and debug your design. In other words, make sure that everything works, that the computer will run it properly. We'll be using ProtoTrack SMX software, which you can reach from a couple other spots here. We do want you to take a screenshot of your final design as proof that you completed this part of the assignment. Start. You will be making an appointment to make these parts. You'll be signing up online. The part should take about 1.5 hours to make. We want to make sure your safety training is up to date. We want to have you bring your approved drawing and a screenshot, and you must be on time. This is a tight schedule. If you're more than 5 minutes late, you will get a 0. So we're going to start with a piece of stock material, and we're going to put that in the vise. Once we get it in the vise, we're going to write a little bit of the program so that we can machine the mounting holes that we're going to use to attach this to the fixture. Once we have those holes done, we'll take your part out, we'll put the fixture in the vise, and we will bolt the part to the fixture. That way we can machine all the way around it with no interference. Next, we will program the rest of the outline of the part at the machine on the keypad. And then we will run the CNC program to cut your part out. Once that's done, we'll deburr and polish your part and take a picture of it while it's clean. Once we're done with everything, we want to make sure the machine, toolbox, and floor are completely free of chips and debris and that all tools have been put away. So before you come in, you'll have to do your CAD design, make sure your drawing is approved, do your offline programming assignment, and make sure you're current on the shop safety training. Make sure when you come in you're on time, ready to make your part, and then afterwards you'll be checked on final drawing, screenshot, photo of your part, and you'll have to do a short essay to reflection questions.